Today, I'm joined by John Jacobs, the founder of HydroBath Pro, technology that helps wellness practitioners add a powerful new detox and energy balancing tool to their clinics. John spent years exploring how the cellular energy and detoxification impacts our well-being. And today, we're going to unpack how this technology works and the impact it's having on practitioners and their clients. Welcome, John. Lovely having you here.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me over.
So, John, what first sparked your interest in, cellular health and detoxification? Was there a personal moment that sort of got you on this path?
Yeah, that's a great question. We really got started in this because of my wife's was struggling with her health, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not been in the health business at all. We got into this business because of my loved ones' poor health, and I'm I'm not a doctor, you just said, but I'm a auto doctor, a mechanic. And when this, when my wife was going through all of the chronic fatigue, joint pain, and just had lost her will to live. It was just a really harsh time in our lives, and went to doctor, and they kept try this, try that, and it's all in your head, and we just tried so many things, and it was we stumbled upon. She went to a spa and was asked to come there. It was 2 hours away for an ionic foot bath that she had somebody recommended to her, and I clearly remember came back that day and she says, "John, I tried something today and I don't understand, but I feel so much better. I have hope again." And I just thought, wow, here we're down another road of, is it going to be something? Or because we had tried so many things, and she said, I put my feet in nice warm water, clear warm water, and after 3 minutes, it was really disgustingly dirty and an offensive odor. But she says, no wonder I feel so terrible. I have all that stuff inside of me. So she had hope again. She really had hope again and we didn't, the unit at that time was $4,000 US, which is a lot of Canadian dollars. We didn't think we could afford it, but she went there 2 to 3 times a week for 4 or 5 months and getting dramatic results.
Wow.
So that's when we decided we're going to buy it, because we had spent way more than 4,000 on gas and on the paying to get the service done 2 to 3 times a week. And so that's when I got interested too. I'm an auto mechanic, and I've been exposed to a lot of toxins over the years, and I got my feet in that water, and man, it made I was just feeling so much better too. And with my skills as an auto mechanic, I knew I could improve that, and I worked with the doctor Moroni, who had developed the Ion Cleanse, and I was the Canadian distributor of that for a while, and then my son and I developed our own machine, and we added another modality. Not only the ion part, we added a far infrared heat belt, and just really improved it. And we started doing Bev never thought that she'd do treatments on others when she was feeling so bad. But
Yeah.
well, what did you do? And I want to come for treatments. So she was doing lots of treatments in the house here and helping lots of people. And then we have been really helping practitioners too. Not only to get it out there, my passion now is to have the most powerful detox and the highest quality. And being the auto mechanic, I want it to work
Yeah. Yeah.
and have and
Wow.
all my clients can attest that service is number one for me. If there's a problem, we deal with it. And but since we've been in this, we've found so much more out about the ionic detox. It's so much. Yes, it's very visual when you put your feet in and it turns color and odors can come off of it. But it's so much now of what we don't see. It's you know the body's so complex
Mm. Mm.
and and just know that it's not the 30 minutes anymore that we're just in the bath. It's the next 24 to 72 hours that it's so effective, elevating the hydrogen peroxide level in our bodies. And it's putting the microcurrents, recharging our bodies. I compare it to a cell phone. When your cell phone's dead, what do? You plug it in
Yeah.
and then it's
Yeah.
good again. And I believe the hyperbath does the same to our bodies. You low on energy, recharge in the bath.
Wow.
And
Wow.
also to really get the the biggest benefit, you should be doing it 2 times a week if you can. Doing it once a month is better than not doing it at all. But
Mm.
you shower every day, brush your teeth, all this. Why don't we start dealing, cleaning up our insides regularly with the foot bath? And there's so much that we can do. It complements with whatever you're doing. It
Yeah.
enhances it. It resets, reboots, rebalances every cell and tissue in your body. And that's where we're finding out so much more that it's so effective. And the other thing that we want to get people realizing, a lot of us don't drink near enough water to keep hydrated. And
Yeah.
this is where the hyper bath, along with alkaline water, really enhances the whole our bodies, that we regain energy. We're cleaner inside, and it's not everything that's coming out into the bath water. It just enhances our cells, that all of our body organs can work at a higher level, that are detoxing and
Yeah.
energizing our whole body.
Wow. Wow. John, be honest. When you first told people that you were going to be working on a detox foot bath, did they look at you like you were trying to invent a teleportation machine or something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still today. I think that's what I not being a doctor and not am I what does an auto mechanic know about healing? What is it? It I have to get over that it's when a loved one struggles, you do anything. When
Mm.
you when I was fixing cars, if it if it was worn out, you just junked it and replaced it. You don't do that with our human body. You
Yeah.
you take as good a care, and so as much as I can to help others that they don't have to struggle like with all the struggles my wife and I had
Yeah.
to
Wow.
get the healing.
Wow. People, obviously, you would have seen all sorts of different reactions. So, what's one of the most dramatic sort of reactions that you've seen from somebody when they've finished, when they've finished doing the hydro bath, where they've, have they, the hyper bath, have they, what's one of the most dramatic things somebody's ever said to you?
The biggest thing that we get is pain is gone.
Wow.
They they just feel so much more calm, and that's the whole thing that we want to realize. It's such, yes, it's a physical release, but it's such a huge emotional release also in the
Yeah.
body. And so the one gal in particular, when my wife, she owned a nursery, so they had a lot of they had a lot of pesticides and sprays in the nursery. It was a huge nursery, and this lady, she phoned Bev and heard about that we had the hyperbath, and
Yeah.
she was dealing with a lot of really health issues. She had her lymph nodes under her arms were the size of grapefruits, and
Wow.
she,
Wow.
her husband brought her, and they came and had the foot bath, and she was so amazed, and we could actually smell, it almost smelled like pesticides coming out of her water.
Wow.
And so the next morning at 7 o'clock, Bev got a phone call from this lady, and she says, you won't believe my lymph nodes are way down. They were the size of a grapefruit. She said they're hardly there anymore.
What?
So she came up, and they bought a machine right away. So
Wow.
that's one of the
Yeah.
but
Wow.
we
That's
get
incredible.
so many calls of our where people, I've never had somebody say, no, that's a bad experience. Who
Yeah.
doesn't like putting their feet in nice warm water for it heat belt around you to and it's so comfortable, and you just relax in your
Yeah. Yeah.
in a chair and just relax. And it's visual, it's getting into the mindset. It gives a lot of people hope again.
Wow.
No longer I'm feeling like I was, and because people usually notice a difference while they're doing it or after that, they feel so much more clear-minded and
Wow. That's incredible.
more energy.
Yeah. Wow. So, what's some of the most common changes? You say people feel more clear minded, more energy. What are some of the things that people are sort of consistently saying to you that they feel are changes in their bodies once they've done it?
A lot of people that if they're going through some health challenges,
Yeah.
they really notice a lot of improvement in in what they're going through. Pain is the biggest thing that's
Yeah.
people get pain relief right away.
Wow.
Sometimes even before the foot bath is the session's done, or at least if I always find that if people are, even myself, if I feel a cold coming on or something, I'll just do a foot bath for a couple days. And
Wow. Wow.
normally I don't get it. And skin rashes,
Yeah.
psoriasis, different skin, because that's where a lot of toxins come out. They show up
Yeah.
as something in the skin like eczema or psoriasis, different
Yeah.
acne.
Wow.
different things like that, people
Yeah.
really find a lot clearer skin, younger looking skin.
Wow. So, John, on the, you know, technical side, I suppose, if, somebody's hearing about hyperbath for the very first time and they go, okay, so you just sit down, you put your feet in the water, and then you're going to feel amazing. How could you explain it in a simple way? What's actually happening? I mean, what's the actual process that's happening in the water? Or,
Okay, when you fill the bath with water, you put it's called the coil that goes in the water is positive and negative. It's called an array. And when you put that in the water, then you turn the machine on, and the microcurrents put the positive and negative ions into the water, and it's a very, very high concentration of the ions go into the bath
or
water. And when you put your feet in it, you're like a big sponge. You instantly absorb those billions, trillions of ions.
okay.
And then they go in, it's osmosis. So they go in, attached to the cells and tissues of the body and charge the bodies. Our bodies are electrical.
Mm,
It's the
mm,
microcurrents off of the machine. And that's where the hyperbath is unique. It's programmed to be on 7 minutes of positive, then programmed to go to negative for three
yeah.
minutes. And that is so important to keep the body in balance. We don't want to do too much of either the other. We've got
Yeah.
positive and negative energies. We need to reset them and rebalance them. And it's so simple. Like that's why I say with our system, you just add water. I include everything in it to get
Yeah.
started.
Wow.
And if when we go with the practitioners really find it's a great tool to add as another service to blend
Yeah.
services because people can see the visuality of so we're getting a lot of massage therapists, spas, hair salons,
Yeah. Yeah.
the RMTs, and all getting such great benefits to blend a service.
Wow. Wow.
And we do have some people just starting it with doing the service to get into the holistic health, but
Mm,
we really recommend to add other because it's not always one thing. It really enhances it. It boosts it. It recharges
yeah.
whatever else you're doing.
Okay. So for, for practitioners, obviously they're trying to support their clients as best they can. How would they integrate something like the harbor bath into their practice?
What's really working now is the visuality when they have it, even to get old. Maybe they've got some clients that haven't been around for a while. Just
Yeah.
tell them about the new service that they have, and
Okay.
and the biggest thing that I've found with this is word of mouth. When
Okay. Yep.
people see it, feel it, and experience it. So it's that's where the to bring someone in to offer a special for a practitioner to bring people in
Yeah.
to just experience it and that's where because it's visual and you feel it right away. So
Okay. So how would it work, John? If I'm a health spa, would I just do I just buy a unit from you and then put the unit there and charge people to kind of use it? Is that sort of how they would work, or they're including it in part of a package where they do a facial and something and the foot spa? What seems to be the most effective way that people
that
are?
that
incorporating it.
Yeah, seems to be they're incorporating it with blending it with another service usually,
Okay. Okay.
and offering different packages of 6 or 10 sessions that
Okay.
they they do over a period of a few months.
Yeah.
But blended, if their spa's doing a facial, they'll add the hyperbath session in with that, or if they're doing the manicures or pedicures, they'll add the session on. It just
Okay.
really blends into to
Yeah.
bring more business. And
Excellent. And John, I went on TV and I bought one of those ab flexor things, and it just ended up it ended up in the spare room, like, and I think a lot of us have got some of those things in our spare room. How do we know that this isn't going to just end up in our spare room? Is there some sort of, how's this different?
well, I think people are starting to be more open on the holistic health
Mm.
part now. They they're aware of the energies. They're aware of we're in a toxic world,
Mm. Mm.
and we're also being bombarded with a lot of negative low frequency. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of science behind this. It
Yeah.
does raise the frequency. So
Mm.
if people are open and start awakening that to do this at least once a week, they're going
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
plus they're seeing results. They're
Yeah. I
going
think
to
it's,
see results.
yeah. I think if you can see results, even with the ab exerciser, you kind of do it for like a couple of days and there's no results. And so you just give it up. Whereas
Yeah.
I think with yours, you can see the water changing color and you can actually, potentially see it and maybe even smell it. And so I think you're more likely to keep doing it because it's like you keep saying, it's a very visual sign of the
Yes.
toxins coming out of your body. So, wow, wow, that's okay. That's really cool. So, what kind of practitioners are currently using the hyperbath? What kind of people are adding it into their
Well,
practices?
originally, mostly the spas were doing it,
Yeah.
adding it in as another service. Hair salons, reflexologists, massage therapists,
Okay.
chiropractors, naturopaths. And now we're really getting into the energy workers are
Yeah.
really they're seeing a great difference with it by adding it, if they're doing Reiki or craniosacral or emotion codes, different energy. And that's where we're setting up the practitioners as our referral partners, because a lot of those people are doing virtual sessions now.
Yes. Yeah.
So they understand if they've got if they can get their people doing the hyperbath before they do their virtual session,
Yeah.
and do it multiple times a week in between their energy sessions, that now I set them up as my referral partners.
Okay.
And so if they promote the the hyperbath to their clients, then we set them up as our salespeople, and we give them a commission, and they don't touch
Mhm.
anything. I do all the shipping and
Okay.
collect the money, and they're just tagged to that person that they
Wow.
get it.
Wow. So where do you think this whole, the cellular health and detox technology, where do you think it's going to go in the next, sort of 5 to 10 years?
It's just growing in leaps and bounds.
Mm.
People are being aware that the everything's at the cellular level. Every
Yeah.
disease is like cancer isn't cancer, it's a cell
Mm. Mm.
disease. And everything's at at a cellular level, and people are really awakening that we do have to we have to look after that part
Yeah.
of our preventative. You know,
Okay.
before, when we first started out, it was mainly sick people that were just, they were desperate. They were grappling at anything that could help them. But
Yeah.
now we want to educate people. Get on, like I always say, if you don't take time for your health, at some time you're going to have to take time to be sick.
Yes.
And
Definitely. Definitely.
so I really want people to just be open, be educated that we do have to work on ourselves. We have to do some of that pre-work
Yeah. Yeah.
of keeping our health. Or there's a lot of people struggling,
Mm,
a
mm.
lot of people, and
Wow. Well, I mean, it's amazing that you can help them, John. So if somebody's listening today and they're going, I mean, I'm just curious, I'd like to know a little bit more about the hyperbath. What would be their first step to explore this?
we'll probably go onto our website, and
Hmm.
we're going to be doing webinars, and we've got if they go on our website, they can set up a call with me, schedule
Hmm.
a 15-minute call just to get some more information, or email, post,
Okay.
respond to my social posts that,
Yeah.
or we do have the link on our website of just sign up for more benefits, or for more health tips.
Mm. Okay. I love it. I love it. So, what's the weirdest reaction you've seen from somebody using the hyperbath?
Some people do get freaked out on
Yeah.
the colors, and like how disgusting it can be.
Yeah.
Some people get freaked out about that, but
Okay.
on or the, there can be offensive odors come off
Yeah.
too.
Because you don't realize how many toxins you got in your body, eh?
Yeah. Like I
Okay.
had one person hadn't smoked in over 5 years, and when he came for the sessions, after he left, it almost smelled like he was smoking in the
Wow.
so much, and that's, he hadn't smoked in 5 years, but it's
Wow.
all hung on to his body. And
Well,
that's where I find sometimes people, after they've done the session, they're not as, wow, this all came out of me and I feel so much better. I'm not gonna go out and eat junk food tonight. I'm gonna go and start
yeah.
on a real health
Yeah.
plan. You're more open to do that.
Wow.
And
Okay. Wow. So if the hyperbath could talk, okay, what do you think it would say to people who, end of the day, they got tired bodies, after a long day? What do you think the hyperbath would be saying to them?
come on down, come on in here. And you gotta get your feet in me. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
it's
Okay.
just so, I just, it's the one thing everybody says it really calms you, really
Mm.
relaxes you.
Oh, wow. Wow. So, what's one of the weirdest myths that you've heard about foot baths?
The myths are there, there's a lot of negative stuff out there too about foot baths, that
Mm.
they're a scam and they're snake oil, and And but I know what they did for me
Yeah.
and my
Yeah.
wife, and I know what quality I have. I've got the highest quality, the purest stainless steel in the coil
Oh,
there. But as far as the, there'll always be critics out there on whatever you
yeah.
do,
Yeah.
and but I just always caution people of because there's a lot of knockoffs out
Yeah. Yeah.
there that don't work. There's not they're not true positive and negative. They have in contaminated metals in the coil. And they're not CE approved, the electrical approval. So you just I've been in business 20 years, over 20 years, and I I'm all about service. If
Yeah.
to make sure they work and that I'm here to support people
Yeah.
in every way possible.
Okay. So if somebody says to you, I've tried everything and nothing's helping my health, what's a question you'd ask them?
Have you had your feet in a hyper bath yet?
I love it. I love it. John, that was incredible. Thank you so much. I personally have done the detox food things and unbelievable. Just incredible. We'll put all the details in the comments below. People can go and find out where practitioners are near them, that they can get it done. They can go onto your website. They can find out where they can purchase one. So thank you, John. Super appreciate you today. And the work that you're doing is really good, you know. I love how humble you are. You know, I'm just a mechanic. I'm just a mechanic who's just made this amazing thing. But thank you so much for what you've done for the wellness industry, I suppose. You know, I know you've been doing this for a very long time, and I know you've sold. I, I can't even remember how many units have you sold?
Thousand.
Thousands. So, I mean, you know, you've sold thousands of units. You've helped all these people's lives and all their families' lives. So, thank you very much, John. And I definitely, you know, if you can reach out to John and have a chat, buy one of them. I mean, like, really, how easy is it? You come home after a hard day's work, you put a bit of warm water, you put your feet in there. Seriously, you watch your favorite show, and it's, you know, just balancing your energy and doing all this amazing stuff for your body. So definitely reach out to John. Thank you, John. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate you too.
No worries. Thanks, John. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.